In the fall of 2010, a movie was released about a website where college students rated each other's attractiveness. On paper, it sounded like a colossal disaster. Hollywood had a notoriously abysmal track record with internet culture, and critics wondered who would possibly pay to watch people type code in a stuffy dorm room. Yet, out of those initial flop fears, something extraordinary happened. What looked like a niche corporate biopic morphed instantly into a modern classic, a cultural touchstone that didn't just capture a moment in time, but prophesied the exact shape of the digital world we live in today. Before it became an award season powerhouse, The Social Network was treated with deep skepticism. Studios worried the subject matter was too dry, too abstract, and too unlikely to resonate with mainstream audiences. Enter director David Fincher and screenwriter Aaron Sorkin. Instead of treating the material as a dry history lesson, they approached it like a Shakespearean tragedy wrapped in modern tech attire. Fincher brought his signature clinical precision, using desaturated greens, moody shadows, and framing that made every character look profoundly, irrevocably isolated, even when surrounded by thousands of people. It proved that human ambition and betrayal are timeless, no matter what medium they happen to be coded in. At the beating heart of the world is the dialogue. Aaron Sorkin didn't just write a script, he composed a symphony of verbal chess matches. Sorkin's signature walk and talk style takes dense legal depositions, complex contract law, and high stakes venture capital and turns them into pure adrenaline. The characters don't just speak, they duel. Every syllable is weaponized, moving at a relentless, machine gun cadence that forces you to lean forward. Sorkin took intellectual sparring and made it feel as visceral and high stakes as a car chase, crafting a masterclass in how to make exposition utterly electrifying. Beyond the sharp writing, the film shattered one of our culture's most enduring myths, the romanticized tale of the solitary, heroic genius. For decades, media loved to portray innovation as a clean, singular stroke of brilliance by a lone visionary in a hoodie. The social network dismantled that fairy tale entirely. It showed that creation is rarely a solo act, but rather a messy, fragile ecosystem fueled by personal insecurity, bitter rejection, and a desperate desire to belong. Mark Zuckerberg isn't a superhero saving the world. He's an outsider building a digital fortress because he couldn't get past the velvet ropes of the real world. Perhaps the most chilling aspect of the film isn't how well it understood the past, but how accurately it predicted our future. Look at it today, and the movie feels less like a drama and more like a warning label. Long before the global data privacy scandals, the congressional hearings, and the epidemic of political polarization, the social network saw the horizon. It warned us that hyperconnectivity would breed hyper-isolation. It showed us a world where human relationships are quantified into likes and friends, and where algorithms quietly reshaped human behavior for profit. The tragedy wasn't just that friendships were broken over a $1 billion company, it was that we would all willingly buy into the illusion. Over a decade later, the social network stands towering above the cinematic landscape of our era. It captured the exact seismic shift when the analog world quietly handed the keys of human history over to the digital one. With its pitch black humor, its haunting score by Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross, and a script that cuts like glass, it isn't just a movie about Facebook, it is the defining mirror of 21st century life. A brilliant, sobering reminder of what happens when we trade our humanity for an algorithm.